Hi, I'm Mr. Franklin, and this video will be about goal setting for 2021. This will be the short video that just explains kind of the directions and where to find things. First off, open up this document will be in the assignment. You'll have opened it. If you click the example document, it will open up a PDF so you can take a look at what a completed version might look like. So we are going to do this goal setting in 3 sections. The first part is brainstorming. I think the secret to brainstorming, and it's very difficult to do sometimes, is to not edit your thoughts. Editing can take 5 seconds because you think, well, I want to do, well, I really do. No, don't do that. Put down things that you want to accomplish with your life. If you want to narrow the focus, you can. What do I want to do within the next 6 months? What I want to do in the next year? But this first part is just to help you think through what are some goals or things you want to accomplish. Sometimes it's easy to think about what we want to be. So things you want to be, I want to be a doctor, a writer, a dancer. What do I want to be? Things you want to do, I want to run a mile in 6 minutes. I want to go to Antarctica. What do you want to do? Things you want to have. I want to have a PS5. I want to have a master's degree. What do you want to have? The other category is meant to help you not edit. It's so you can put down whatever. So if you put down something in the other category, but it might actually belong in the B category, don't worry about it. This first section is a brainstorm. Part 2 is you can look at it 2 ways. The first way is you can go up to this list that you've created, this brainstorm list, and you're going to pick one of those items and fit it in one of these categories. So there's 5 areas that we're going to work on throughout the year. You can have a goal for your home life, for family, a goal for your personal, something personal. You can have a goal that you want to do, and then you can have an academic goal, and you can have an extracurricular goal. So pick one from the brainstorm above, or even come up with a new one, because maybe you're like, oh, I didn't even think of a family goal, so I'm going to put one down. Part 3 is probably the most useful part of this document. Okay, you're actually going to build a SMART goal. Many of you have probably heard of SMART goals before. Oftentimes when we do this at school, and I'm guilty of this, is we talk about goals, we do this step we're doing today, and that's all we ever do. So our goal for this year in physics, is to set a real goal, and then we're going to come back to it. At the end of each week, we're going to come back to our goals and see how we're doing. So keep that in mind. We're really going to be working with these, and so take your time and put some effort into it. But for this section, you're going to pick one of these 5 areas. You're going to pick one of these goals. An academic goal might be the easiest one to do and to pick. And you can watch the example video where I work through an academic goal to see how I would do it. But pick one of the goals. You might need to break it into smaller steps, smaller pieces, and you might realize, oh, that smaller step is actually my goal. Okay, so now we're taking our brainstorm and now we're editing it. Now we're fleshing it out, making it bigger, maybe reducing it, making it smaller. We're thinking through, what does it really mean? This block right here is, I would say, do this last. Do it last, because this is going to become what your actual goal is. Think of it as a summary statement of your goal. And you can see the example for what that might look like. Measurable. So for example, I could say, I want to be healthy. Okay, how do I measure my health? What am I shooting for? Is there a weight goal I'm looking for? Is there a body fat percentage? Is there a time limit on running a mile? What does that mean? So how am I going to measure it? Achievable. Is this something I can actually do? Maybe I can't, but can I do it in smaller steps to make it achievable? Do I need help? Maybe I need to spend some time with Mr. Franklin in tutorials for my academic goal. Okay, so think through, how can I do it? What do I need to do to make it happen? Those kinds of things. Be realistic, but also realize you don't have to do it on your own. Relevant. Does this step cut through the noise? Okay, so that may not make sense as far as an academic goal, because you're like, oh, that makes it so easy. But if you're really working on one class, are you forgetting other things that are important? Okay, So is your goal taking away from other things, or is it actually, or is it not? Okay, because it can very well not touch any other goal. But it could also be, I'm wanting to be a writer and I want to write movie scripts. Well, I could write all kinds of things that have nothing to do with writing for film. Okay. So does it cut through the noise? Is it actually making progress and helping me grow? So relevant. And the last one is time bound. So I want you to pick a date. It could be 6 months, a year, but I want you to get as specific as you can. It could be in 2 weeks. This goal should happen by this date. And you should also set a date for when are you going to reset the goal. And you can watch the example video on how to do that, but really make it time bound. Make it so that there is a clock on it so that you can go, yes, I did my goal, or I need to make a change. Okay. Then the last step, you're going to come back and you're going to make a summary statement. And that summary statement should state all the pieces of the goal. It should include what is the measurement. It should include how is it going to be achievable. It could be how is it relevant, and it should include the time-bound relevant pieces of it. This part is the part that I would probably copy and paste, print out, copy onto a index card for myself, and I would actually keep that someplace that I would see it every day, maybe even in my planner, so that I can achieve my goals. Okay, so that's supposed to be a quick rundown of how this document and goal setting is supposed to go. So go to it, have fun setting some goals and thinking about things you want to accomplish in your life. If you want to see an example, you can watch the longer video. I have a longer video that goes through the entire process from part 1 all the way through part 3. I'm also going to post a part 3 video only where I work through a writing goal because that's my personal goal. And I'm also going to work through an academic goal. So you can watch any one of those videos as you see fit. So thank you. Have fun goal setting, and I will see you in the next video.